Hello guys, James Sinclair, episode 16, Entrepreneurs Network. Now we're back here at Marsh Farm, but only for a little while. We've got quite a few consultation calls to do. I've got loads and loads of emails and paperwork to do because I'm out of the office for 3 days this week, including Saturday, so I've got to try and catch up with that. Although actually I'm out of the office on Friday looking at a new venue for us, so I've got to do quite a lot of boring stuff today, but we are off to London later, hopefully, if I can make enough time to see the rest of the EN team sort of setting up for the business show. If you want to come down and see us, if you watch the episode in time, it's at the XL on the 17th and 18th of May 2017, and I'll be speaking there doing 2 Fabudusa keynote presentations. So that's what we're doing today, Chudlington. What would you like to say to that?
Looking forward to it.
He's looking forward to it. He's really looking forward to it. So let's get on, let's do it, let's go. See these coffee machine chudders? Very intelligent coffee machines. They send Aaron a spreadsheet with how many coffees have been sold. Yeah, so we can track managers on why are you selling so many teas when we should be selling lovely lattes with vanilla syrups and good stuff like that. We can tie it up for the till, see if there's been any stealage. I've just made a word up there, haven't I? I've just made a word, chuds up. This here, so we can check on the tills how many lattes are being sold in a day. Then we can go to these machines and see if those same amount of lattes have been made, therefore see if anyone is steely-wheely from us or if there's any throwaway discrepancies. It's good stuff. This is Aaron put all this in. This is from Toshiba. It's called Piaccato Espresso, but it's actually from Toshiba, which is a German company. This has gone across our estate because we really wanted to do better coffee in all of our venues than what we was doing before. We've achieved that one, chudders. You know, little 1% improvements, little 2% improvements, makes a better business. You know, it's just the next step. Next step is sorting out our tilling system. I don't know if you've heard me going on about this once or twice on Backstage Business. We actually made this one ourselves. You can see it's got all of our branding on it, but it's just not up to standard. So moving over to a new tilling system, which I'm so excited about. I mean, I think I go on about that and think about that at least, you know, I send an email a day about that at the moment. So I don't know what I'm going to do with my life once we actually get this tilling system put in place. But this hasn't been paid for, has it, chudders? So that till will sync up to that and say too many free lattes have been given away. And it's a good way of us tracking, you know, what we buy in to what we spend out, and all those things in between. And it's these systems and processes that McDonald's are doing, that Starbucks are doing, that Costa Coffee are doing, that massive businesses do. It's that granular detail, knowing that if too many coffees are being made and not enough are being sold, what's going on? And this is the sort of thinking that you have to be thinking about if you're going to scale up a business. And if that's really the way you want to go, you have to think about it. You're prepared to do all this sort of stuff, because that is what builds a great business. This is another classic case of very important but not urgent, is it, chudders? Is it? It's not urgent to do this stuff, but it is bloody very important. See you in a minute. So chudders, we're now going off to our main warehouse to inspect some stuff that's come through for Teletastic. And it's glorious sunshine, Chudlington, glorious sunshine. So let's go, chudders, let's get in the vehicle. So guys, I've had a really good day here on Backstage Business. I've been working on Teletastic this afternoon to try and really come up with some new ideas, infuse the business. We've got some partners here in Steve Beverley, who's our agent, who looks after the products, brings it in, and we're going through all the quality control, randomly checking samples. And because a new business, I'm heavily involved in it, like I said earlier. When we do new things at Party Man, I heavily get involved. I manage the beginning, if you like, getting it ready for management to take over. And that's what I've been doing, gang, you see. This is what I've really discovered about businesses. Entrepreneurs, when you start a new business, you've got to give it your all. You've got to put 150 million% into the thing. You've got to give it loads and loads of time. And if you can't do that, stick to what you're successful at and don't do the new, because we definitely understand here at Entrepreneurs Network, the entrepreneur's disease is doing the new rather than the successful. You know, constantly looking out to do new stuff. And that's all right, but you've got to be able to make sure that you can pull yourself out of the existing business and invest time into this new thing. And I've been able to do that because I've always, employed great people around me to help me build our business. And that's a little fact for you there, Chudders. That is a little fact for you there, Chuddlington. You know, you can't do something new unless you've got the right management in place. And in this case, this is a new business. So I'm the entrepreneur and the manager on a journey to find management to take over in the next, 12 months. And I've done that process again and again. I was heavily involved when we started the entertainment agency. I was heavily involved when we started our day nurseries. I was heavily involved in our indoor play centres, heavily involved in Marsh Farm, heavily involved in Fort Fun. Every time we do something new, the entrepreneurial brain needs to come in and be there, infusing the business. And I have learnt that, Chudders. That is a factamondo, Chuddlington. What do you think about that, Chudders?
It's good.
He loves it. He loves it. That day, guys, rounds up this Backstage business, and we will see you tomorrow live in London Town, gang. Live in London Town. Have a good evening. See ya.